Hey, what's going on, everybody, and welcome to Barbell Shrugged.
Oh.
We're here at Zoo.
I didn't know we were starting that fast.
Oh, man.
No, we're good. We're good.
I'm
not even ready. I'm getting ready now.
We already got the intro down because this
We're
is Bradley
here.
Martyn, a man who needs no introduction.
Oh, thank you.
2-point-some million followers. Something. Founder of Zoo Culture, a YouTube phenomenon who really has done some amazing things here in Woodland Hills. He's about to give us a tour of his gym.
Yes, sir.
And we're going to get into some deep conversation.
Yes.
Maybe even some deep squats. We'll see what
Deep
happens.
squats?
Deep squats.
I don't know if my hips are ready for that, man, but I'll do it. I'll do it. First thing, my logo, my original logo. It's not there. It's
Gorilla?
No, it's right here. It's right here. Okay. So this original logo, right? Originally this was 4 colors, okay? And you see there's 4 diamonds here. And I always like triangles, okay? And for me, triangles it's a powerful symbol. You think of a diamond, you think of a thing that it takes pressure to make, right? 4 triangles, 4 colors. And there are 4 things that I think were important to me as an individual to be a better person, for me and for the people around me, okay? So mind, body, spirit, and heart, things that I think are important. Like these things that people should work on as an individual to be better as themselves, right? Mind, being able to discern certain things. So body, being able to be healthy, physically healthy. Spirit, kind of being like a connection with like energy and the rest of the world. And like, when you talk to someone, you're like, oh, that feels weird. When you talk, you're like, I don't know how that guy, like the reaction you might get, like being able to feel the difference between like someone who might feel good or someone who might feel bad to you, know how to be like, oh, I need to move away from this. So, and then heart being the thing that no matter what it is that you want to get, being able to go through all the shit you got to go through to get there, like having the heart to do it. So I think those things, getting better at those things as an individual, make you a better person to be able to do anything you want to do. Now, those 4 colors, originally, it was like a faded, the colors that I really liked, and I attribute them to each of those things, right? So it's like an orange, like a white, a darker orange, and almost like a red. And that was my original logo. Now, those original colors I put into those original 4 colors and 4 shapes I put into this. So you see that there's different types of triangles, a little slightly different shape, but there's in the zeros, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, same. I put it into here, and the idea of this is originally you think of zoo culture, you're like, oh, animals, beasts, whatever, like gorillas and stuff. So the idea behind this is we're all different animals, right? We're all humans. We're all different animals. We all have different goals, different aspirations, different things that make us tick, different things that we're good at, different things we're bad at, like strengths, weaknesses. But the idea of originally, because this is why I want to explain the layout and the gym after this, right?
Yeah.
The fact that no matter what, no matter who you are, no matter what your goal is, no matter what your dream is, the idea, this red line is like a bloodline of we're all humans, no matter what. So we're all kind of on this level playing field where we need to work together. So the whole idea is to be I'm thinking that's this outside influence from my other brand, something that was important to me, as an individual, try to put it into a group setting, the culture setting, right? And it's really just about being better people, and then individually, and then being able to in a group setting, be able to help other people get better too as they're helping you. Because might be really good at CrossFit, might be really good at bodybuilding, you might be really good at powerlifting, and then to be able to be in the same place and respect what someone else is doing while you're still grinding towards whatever you want to do. So that's the idea of trying to put it all into one. And the reason why it's significant in here, and the size and what's in the gym, is that we kind of try to put everything in here so everybody can get what they want out of it in a setting where it's still close. So you still have that community vibe where people don't feel like they can't ask someone for a spot or ask someone for help or cheer someone else on for when they're succeeding at what they want to succeed at. Mason squats 1,000,000 pounds, right? And I might be a really good CrossFitter, I might be a really good Olympic weightlifter. And and they know I'm going for a PR, someone would cheer for me just as hard as they're cheering for him squat 800 pounds. But it's different, he has a different goal. He has a different structure, he has a different mindset. But it's to be able to respect that and be there for those people no matter what yours is. And it goes both ways, right? So that's the idea of the culture. So it's really that, man, and to create a setting where people feel good about seeing other people in the gym every day. The music's gotta be great so that people also don't feel like they need to wear headphones all the time. Yeah. So that you have the ability to be oh man, you're not, and everyone's like this, it's not a clique. But you go to other gyms, mainstream gyms, LA Fitness, 24-Hour Fitness, you go and everyone's it's your group of 4 friends versus everyone else. Yeah. So the idea was to make it in a setting where everyone just kind of felt at home, basically.
Get rid of all the pasta.
Yeah. And so I just put all those things into it and then we have this, and then Brandon's the guy who decided like the exact layout with the amount of space we had, and he built all the wood stuff too. So
that's awesome.
That's
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean,
it's one of my favorite parts.
It is. It is actually one of my favorite parts too, because it kind of brings in a sense of nature and a different material texture. I mean, being somebody who actually has worked out here for a couple of months now, I've actually been a part of the culture, and I've seen the power lifters cheering for one another, the bodybuilder in the corner posing, the dude who actually just won the Olympia, Brandon's
Brandon's client.
You guys were checking him out.
Breon,
yeah. So I mean, Breon's over here posing. Some guys are powerlifting, and then somebody's working on mobility.
Yeah.
Everybody's got headphones off, and it was you could really feel the community and everybody's ability to support one another.
Yeah. So originally the story, I haven't really told you guys the story of the logo and all that stuff.
I know.
Yeah.
They're like, you tell us all the time.
No, but like really, like I never put it really on a video format. So it'd be like the first time I ever really said it.
Yeah, and I mean, and as other people see that, they'll even see more of like what it is you're trying to do, more depth to your.
Because I didn't just like make a logo to be like, oh, that looks really cool.
Right.
I tried to put something in it that really meant something to me.
That's great.
Cool. We'll dig into more of that on the show. On the headsets. Let's walk around a little bit and just show us, the facility,
some of your favorite
what you like, what's unique, what's special, why it's so.
Well, number one, I think a lot of stuff's really cool because like it's oversized. So like if you're a really tall person or short, it doesn't matter. Yeah. But a lot of the things, for example, like see this right here, the chains, right? You could, if you're super tall, you could still get a good range of motion. Where most like pieces of equipment are like set for an average height. But if you're really tall, you can't really. Like for me, I'll go to some gyms and it'll bottom out. Like I won't get a full stretch, right? So that's one of the things I really like.
I'm not tall, it happens to me.
Exactly. That's my point. So have all that stuff set up right. This is a special piece of equipment right here. This please do not use. It's a trick. That's a trick right there.
That's how you reserve it for your back workout. Out of order. All these are out of order.
Obviously the dumbbells, like we got like extra dumbbells because up to 200 pounds. But dumbbels are important,
You're allowed to be strong here.
You're allowed to make noise too. We actually have one member who he's like the king of making noise. You know exactly who I'm talking about. I'm not gonna call him out, but
he works harder on making noise than he does lifting.
He works harder on making noise than he does lifting. But regardless, we love him. He's in here all the time. We appreciate him no matter what. I had to point that out because you're allowed to be strong for damn sure.
That's cool, man.
All different sorts of bars. Obviously, my favorite pieces of equipment are like,
Anything for arms?
Anything for arms, mainly this.
I mean, should you be wearing long sleeves right now?
Oh, I should because I don't have a pump yet.
Oh, got it.
Yeah, you can't let it out if you're not ready.
These tips down.
That's how this is how you take good Instagram photos. You always have to have a pump. That's key. You always have to have a pump. Don't take a photo without a pump. It's like, I don't want to make that joke.
Don't be caught without one.
It's like a balloon without air.
It's like your pants down, but you're not, anyways. And this is one thing that's really interesting that I think is actually funny in my gym, or our gym, is that there's a lot of leg stuff. And it's funny because for so many years I always like kind of made fun of leg stuff because it was cool to do. Right. But like we really hit legs here though. Yeah. And like we probably have some of the best leg equipment I've ever seen. Like overall have everything.
That's why I started training here. I said Tuesday, Thursdays, leg days. That's why I know I'm coming here because it's everything I need.
The vertical leg press, the hip squat, just pieces you'll probably never see at any gym.
The belt squat.
The
monsters.
This right here, you for sure will not see at any gym.
We did that. We did that today. We did the belt squats and I came over here.
The ability for it to move. You can basically, there's a big bar you take in or out, and you could do unilateral work, bilateral.
Yeah.
And then this is the basic one. That's why it's a little smaller. Yeah, a little smaller.
That's when you want to feel huge.
You made fun of me for getting something to train the tibialis.
Oh, the tibialis, yeah. Because everyone just does the whatever the ones on the back are.
Those calf things.
What are their biceps? Right, it's like lower biceps. Because half the time they don't see the low biceps, they only see the high biceps. So it's important. It's a leg. It's just like who does that?
Like if you're seeing these, it's calf day.
Yeah.
Is that like a short?
Oh man.
This is calf day.
I don't even want to put calf on anything that I do. I just want to avoid that completely. And then we just put this bar in here because it looks cool mainly. No, it's for pull-ups. And it has a little bend to it, a little whip to it. You can do some muscle-ups. Honestly, I wish I was rolled down. Well, no. This is one of my favorite parts of the gym, though. I'm not gonna lie. Like 100% one of my favorite parts of the gym, because I like the fact that like sometimes in the evenings and the sun's going down, because it sets over there. You get really cool sunsets, like crazy colors, orange, purple, and it just looks really pretty through here. It has nothing to do with weightlifting. I just think it's cool.
It does.
Yeah. And then obviously the turf. I always I remember, because what gym did I go to a long time ago that had turf? I helped put turf in someone's gym. And I remember thinking when I was helping them put the turf in, I was like, oh, when I have a gym, I'm for sure gonna have turf in my gym. Yeah. And I think turf is probably one of the coolest pieces. And in this gym, I feel like it ties everything together. Like it almost become like, obviously it's in the center. It's like a centerpiece, but I mean, the powerlifters like to lay on it. and everyone else likes to complain, but like it's it's all good. It's all good.
Nobody actually knows, but there's Verlo mattresses under here.
It just makes you fall asleep, man. Just Tempur-Pedic. It's all good. Shout out to Tempur-Pedic. It's not an ad, but I fuck with your send me a free mattress, please. They're really expensive. I love you guys. Anyways, no, I think this is dope. So this is about what, 35 yards? I think it's like 35, 36 yards. Close to 40. Just under 40 yards. So, yeah, it's just the length of it. It's not that insignificant, but I mean, a lot of stuff goes down here. Like you can do the sledge, you can do the strongman piece. I don't even know what that's called specifically. The yoke walk, farmers, and yeah, mostly lane.
A lot of lane.
It's a lot of lane, because a lot of lifting and then laying down, which I think is really cool.
You can do like agility warm-ups.
Yeah, I mean, you can do everything here. But I'm not gonna lie, man, most people, they lift heavy and then they're like, oh, let me lay down for a little bit. Like people hit like 800 and they like lay on their back. So, Mason will actually. What's that? Is that your guys' stuff over there?
Yeah, it's our gear.
Oh, okay.
We just set that up.
I was like, that's not a part of the gym. That's not a part of the gym. And only we got the Oli platforms, or just platforms. You can do either on it. All the Oli type bumpers and everything, which we are gonna replace and get new ones actually. We want nicer ones. We didn't really know, because going into it, it's the first gym we've ever opened. And some equipment's just made better than others. This stuff was great, but we noticed because people really use it, really go after it, it's not as sturdy as it could be. So I think we're gonna replace all this with new plates.
Did you see the wood start to split, or was it like a sound issue?
I mean, you got all those Eleiko powerlifting plates, man. You got some Eleiko weightlifting plates too.
Yeah, so
together.
So it was that was it. Like these are wonderful. All the power plates are amazing. I think it's a combination of the certain bars with the certain weights, and there's a little bit of movement, and it kind of creates nicks in the bar. We have a guy who helps with our equipment. He was showing me that he sands it out to try and make it smoother, but you notice over time, people will lift with the black plates, and there's more movement here, and it will mess up the bar, and then it affects the way those plates sit on the bar.
Right.
So then they'll have more whip, and then it'll put more pressure and mess up the center part, and the rubber will kind of fall away from it. So we're gonna fix that just by replacing the plates and getting a few different new barbells. But I think it's important too. That's the thing, and I want to point this out. I think anyone who if you own a gym, or if you own any business, it's important to assess, over time, be okay, this is not working. What do we have to do to change this? Because a lot of people will open gyms or things, just be oh, it's open, fuck off, it'll kind of just be oh, I'm not gonna, or let things go. Yeah. And I think we try really, really hard at proactively being really good at cleaning things up, being good at making sure the equipment is in proper working order. And cleanly, because I think that's one of the things that people see the most is if a gym's dirty. No matter how hardcore, because that's what in our vision was we want it to be a hardcore gym. Come over here. We want it to be a hardcore gym, but we didn't want it to be because of I have to do this. I have to do this to them. Metroflex in Long Beach. Okay, I love Eddie. Yeah. I gotta say I love Eddie. To me, but their vibe, it was 100% hardcore, minus everything else, and that works for a ton of people. But I think, after going there a few times when I was younger, be I really like a gym like this, but I really want it to be cleaner. So that's the thing we really focus on is we want to still maintain that hardcore ness of a gym, but we want it to still be clean and friendly. So I'm not trying to knock Eddie and Metroflex at all. I want to point that out, but it was just something that I saw was oh, it'd be cool if a gym was just a little bit more like this. So that's what we try to recreate in here as far as cleanliness, and
that's an issue in a lot of gyms. So that's good that you're like you have that mind on it. You know, you look at even like gyms like our background in MMA with like staph infections and things like that. How important it is to keep the gym clean, not only for the looks, but even for the health of your members.
So there has to be like a constantly evolving.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. Like being able to assess and say this is not going right. How can we change this? Because it's not enough to just like put a bunch of equipment into place and be like, oh, it's good. You know, like, I mean, as far even making sure members are happy with like what's going on or
and your members
everything.
Notice it.
Yeah.
I see that shit. If you get new plates, everyone gets stoked.
Yeah, hell yeah.
We've all three independently owned gyms, so we get it.
Right on, cool.
Yeah. We still own gyms. I do. I own a gym in Tennessee still.
Hell yeah.
Is this rig in the original layout?
Yeah, hell yeah. The rig, I mean.
It's nice when you walk into a place, they got nice squat racks.
I know. I think, look at this. This rig, I swear there's always people squatting. I've never been to this gym where there wasn't someone deadlifting or squatting.
Usually Mondays, all eight spaces are taken for squats.
Yeah.
You got the benches in the perfect place, so it's not laying down, they're sitting there.
Yeah.
Exactly.
If they end up there. Like we didn't even put those there, they just end up there.
Guys will rearrange in the gym, just so you know.
Yeah, you usually tell powerlifters are night because those are over there, and you know the bodybuilders over there.
Yeah. This area in the evening, it gets like they're all powerlifters. It's cool. It's really cool.
Couch in.
I've seen some
It's really
weightlifting
cool.
here where I'm like, this isn't a competition, and these guys are, pulling 6 plates on each side.
I feel like most people pull like 6 plates or more.
Yeah. I mean, it's phenomenal. It's like you're watching a U.S. powerlifting tournament sometimes.
Yeah, that's dope, man.
Yeah.
Really dope.
How much you pull, Mason?
My best is 800 for a double.
Oh.
Yeah.
For a double. One wasn't enough.
Mine was. I did it for 4. I did it for 4.
Something like that.
No, I did. I did. I haven't done it yet. Still 800 for 1 is still a life goal of mine. I'm gonna get it this year though. I just said it. I'm gonna get it this year. Remember that.
You heard it here.
Yeah. 100%.
All right.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Yeah,
Let's do it.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Let's do it. That was awesome.
I appreciate it.
Hell yeah.